Good evening, everybody. Hi, a very warm welcome to week 4 of your pelvic floor Pilates class. How we're already in week 4 is amazing. I just wanted to start this week by explaining a little bit about why we do the breathing we do with our pelvic floor lifts, because a few of you had some really great questions around it. So I thought, why not just start this week spending a few minutes clarifying that, and then we'll make a start on the movement side of our class. So we have our pelvis. You can see your pelvic floor muscles at the bottom of your pelvis, and they sit in a bit of a bowl shape. So I'm going to use a balloon to help explain this. I just want you to see the image of a pelvis in your mind, because unfortunately the balloon won't fit into the pelvis. All our lovely organs are in the way. So if you imagine this balloon was right down in your pelvis, and this is your diaphragm on top and your pelvic floor muscles at the bottom. Let me just show you a little bit what that would look like. So our diaphragm sits in this dome shape under our rib cage at the top here, and our pelvic floor muscles sit at the bottom. So when we take a breath in, imagine how our lungs are filling with air. So we breathe in, and our diaphragm flattens and contracts. And it's hard to see, I do apologize, on the camera, but what I'm trying to show you is, as we breathe in and our diaphragm flattens and relaxes, our pelvic floor muscles have to stretch out to fill their space. So as we breathe in, all that pressure, suddenly there's less space, so our diaphragm has to move down. Pressure builds, your pelvic floor muscles at the bottom, they spread out and stretch. And then when you breathe out, diaphragm goes back into the dome shape. Everything moves up with your pelvic floor. So these two muscles, your diaphragm at the top and pelvic floor at the bottom, they work, they're antagonists. So as your diaphragm flattens and contracts, your pelvic floor relaxes down. As your pelvic floor lifts and contracts up, your diaphragm relaxes into this dome shape where it's resting. So this happens naturally. This happens in our bodies as we breathe. So you breathe in, diaphragm contracts and flattens, pelvic floor stretches out, fills that whole ball space at the bottom of our pelvis. And as you breathe out, diaphragm comes up, pelvic floor lifts. So that's happening naturally in our body as we breathe, linked to pressure and the exertional forces on our muscles. So why we do this when we're doing our pelvic floor exercises, we want to train for this to make it really efficient, because we want our muscles both to be able to lift and contract, like my bicep here, but then also flatten and relax down, because we want really elastic muscles. We need them to be able to move for us, so that when you need a wee, but there's not a toilet nearby, you want the muscles to contract and lift up to keep you continent, so you can hold that wee in. But then say later down the line, we need to open our bowels and we're ready. We've got the time, we've not got a toddler around our ankles, we've got some time. Then we want the muscles to be able to fully relax, open, and really, if you like, open these doors, let the muscles go, so your bowel movement can come out. So we want muscles that are elastic. They can both lift and contract, then also flatten and relax to allow us to do everything we want to. So when you're jumping, another example, you want your muscles to be moving. If your muscle was just stiff and stayed still all day, that's such an inefficient muscle. That's going to be a really knackered, really tired muscle. So hopefully that makes it a little bit clearer. So as we breathe in, diaphragm moves down and flattens, and at the same time, our pelvic floor at the bottom there really spreads out and relaxes. When we breathe out, the air comes out, diaphragm moves up, pelvic floor lifts. That's happening naturally, and we're just training that to make it a lot more efficient. So that's also why we are doing lots of this breathing into our rib cage, because we know if we can use the full volume of our lungs, really compress and flatten that diaphragm down, we're going to be fully relaxing and lengthening our pelvic floor muscles. So hopefully that's a little bit clearer. You're so welcome to ask any questions at the end. I will definitely hang around for that. I just want to try and give it a visual image. So hopefully the balloons sort of make sense, that they work together, your diaphragm at the top, pelvic floor at the bottom. And that's imagining we're sat in your pelvis, diaphragm on top here, pelvic floor, this bowl at the bottom. But do ask any questions at the end if you have any. So if everybody's ready to go, this week we're really going to work at connecting to our pelvic floor. So we need something to squeeze if we have it at home. So if you have a Pilates soft ball, great. Otherwise, you can use a small soft cushion. You can use a rolled towel. We've got some balls. Wonderful, excellent. So we're going to start in standing this week. Lovely. We don't need the balls quite yet. We'll pop them down next to us so they're ready. Can everybody hear me okay still? Wonderful. Thumbs up. Very, very good. So we're just going to start warming up our pelvic floor using that breathing that maybe makes a tiny bit more sense now in standing. But what we're going to do is stand with our hips a little bit folded backwards. A bit like we were going to hinge our hips like a deadlift action in the gym. Anyone's ever done that before? So instead of standing nice and straight, our lovely Pilates neutral spine, we're going to actually fold from our hips. So send your hips back. And in this position, we're going to take a big breath in. As you breathe out, can you lift your pelvic floor? So tighten up around that back passage. Hold that for a breath in and out. And take a big breath in and let that go. Don't worry if it's hard to feel the position. We're going to move around a little bit, but we're just challenging ourselves slightly as we warm up. So we're going to go again here. So can you take that big breath into your rib cage? Really open your ribs out. As you breathe out, again, can you tighten around that back passage, lifting up pelvic floor. Good. Hold it for another breath in and out. Then take a big breath in. And let it go. See if we can feel both that slight lift up and that full let go. We'll do one more here, then we're going to move. So big breath into our ribs. As we breathe out, let's lift our pelvic floors. Getting lots of blood to the muscles. Wonderful. And take a big breath in. And relax. Well done. Straighten up for me. Next, can we now, so we're nice and upright this time, can we now turn our toes in to face each other? So we're rotating our hips good. So you'll see a bit like a pigeon toe position. And again, just sit back a little bit as if you're going to perch on a high stool behind you. So a little bit sat back, but not as far as we just were. We're going to have a go in this position. So we're going to energize our inner thigh muscles as well. So let's take that breath in. As you breathe out, we lift pelvic floor. Keep it there for another breath in and out. And then big breath in and relax. And what we're seeing is whether we can feel any more or less in this position. We'll do that 2 more times. Again, big breath in for me. As you breathe out, let's lift our pelvic floor. Good, tight around that back passage. Stop that bit of wind escaping if you're in a public place. Lovely, and big breath in, let's relax. Really nice. Final one here, but we're going to go for our short. So that quick 1 second lift up. We're going to focus on that type a little bit more today. So imagine a bit like you're blowing out a birthday candle for me. So take a big breath into your ribs. This time, blow out a candle and do a 1 second lift up. So Good. Big breath in, relax muscles off. We'll do that again just to get into it a little bit more. So let's start with that breath in. As you breathe out, like you're blowing out a candle, 1 second lift up. Good. Breathe in, relax. Really good. And then straighten up for me. Feet are facing forwards. Now, can we shift our weight over onto one leg? Pick a leg, we'll do both. Marvellous. So you can keep your other toes on the ground, but just nice and light, all our weight's on this one leg. That knee's nice and soft. We're going to do the same here, with that 1 second quick squeeze on that out breath. So we'll take a breath in. As you breathe out, 1 second up. Good. Breathe in and relax. Let the muscles go. Wonderful. We'll do one more on this leg, just to see if it's different, a little bit side to side. So big breath in for me. As you breathe out, 1 second lift up. Breathe in, let it go nice and slow. Good, so we're warming up those fast twitch fibers. Let's now carefully shift our weight over to the leg. So we're playing around with different positions here at the start of this week, just to really warm up the muscles in all different directions. So same again, nice and soft with that supporting knee. Excellent work. We'll go again, so big breath in. As you breathe out, that 1 second lift up. Big breath in, relax slowly. Let the muscles move down, good, as your ribs expand. Wonderful. Take a couple of normal breaths in and out for me. Don't anyone getting lightheaded there at home. Good, and we'll do it once more here, okay, just so we're feeling really nice and warm. Last time here, big breath in for me. As you breathe out, that 1 second lift. Breathe in, nice and slow, let the muscles go. Good, and relax. We're now standing on both legs again. And we're just going to take a mental note of whether it felt a little bit easier on one side than the other. But again, it's going to keep getting easier week to week. We're now going to take a couple of roll downs to really loosen off and end up sitting on the mat. So if you face the end your head's going to be, or you can welcome to face the camera, whatever's best for you. Let's take a big breath in. As you breathe out, can you tuck your chin to your chest, shoulders come forwards. Let's run our hands down the front of our legs. Good, we're peeling our back away from that imaginary wall. Good, go as far as is comfortable, pause at the bottom. Can you gently start to swish your hips from side to side? So our knees are nice and soft, good. We just gently, imagine like we have a tail. We're swishing that tail side to side. Just starting to loosen up our hips, really nice. Just gently side to side, wonderful. Really nice. Keep your head and neck nice and heavy. You can look back between your legs. Good, lovely. Let's do one more swish each side. And then come back to center. Gently give your arms a little bit of a shake. Let go of any tensions built up in your shoulders throughout the day. Good, just let it all go. Let your arms feel a bit like jelly. Lovely. And then pause in the middle. Let's take a breath in. On our out breath again, let's lift our pelvic floor, tuck our tailbone and slowly start to peel all the way back up, one vertebrae at a time. Good, really nice. Take a few nice shoulder rolls back there, so staying nice and loose. Brilliant work. We'll do one more roll down and we're going to end up sat on the mat. So let's take a breath in. On that out breath, down we go in your own time, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Lovely. Really take the time on the way down. Really nice work, everybody. This time, when you've gone as far as you can you bend your knees generously, walk your hands forwards. And we're going to come and have a sit down, however you're the most comfortable. comfortable, whether that's with your legs crossed, it might be with your legs in a Y shape, whatever's best for you, just find a comfortable position. Lovely, a little bit of camera adjusting going on there from my end as well. Perfect. So if you're a little bit tight in front of your hips, it can be really nice to sit on your head cushion if you have one at home, if you're using a rolled towel, but you might be absolutely fine. Everyone's looking great. So from here, we're just going to do a few pelvic tilts. So it might be, if we are sat cross-legged, you might be a bit more comfortable actually to start with your knees out in front, bent, or in this Y shape. Let's just do a few pelvic tilts sat down. So you can't move as far as when you're stood or on your hands and knees. Just gently rocking our pelvis, which is also going to be warming up our pelvic floor and deep tummy muscles. Good. So if you can we breathe out to tuck underneath? Breathe in to gently rock forwards on the sitting bone, really nice. And again, so nice and gentle. Breathing out to tuck underneath. And in to rock forwards, good. Really nice, it's quite a small movement. Let's just do 2 more here. Final one. Good, and relax there. Then again, make yourself nice and comfortable. We're going to do a few pelvic floor lifts in this position. So again, let's start with that lovely big breath in. So we're going to, if you want to, put your hands on your ribs. We're going to take a big breath in. Really think about pushing your hands apart, opening up, using the full volume of your lungs. So here we go, we've not started already. Big breath in for me. Can we hold for 3, 2, 1, and out. Good. So again, imagining we're filling up the full volume of our lungs with air. Diaphragms moving down and flattening, pelvic floors relaxing. We're going to do that again. So big breath into our hands. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and out. Good. Pelvic floors naturally lifting back up. Really good. One more here, just so we're fully relaxed. Big breath in for really open up the full volume of your lungs. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and out. Lovely. And you can relax those hands down if you want to. We're going to do 2 more of those quick pelvic floor lifts, and then we're going to do some work with our balls, or soft cushions or towels if you have them at home. So let's take a breath in. As you breathe out, like you're blowing out to birthday candle, you can do that quick 1 second lift up. Good. Breathe in, slowly relax, let the muscles go. Take a few normal breaths in and out for me. Wonderful. And we'll do the same again. So we're blowing out a birthday candle. And we'll do that really quick 1 second lift up. Full strength of our pelvic floor muscles. Good. Here we go. Big breath in to begin. Breathing out. And lift. Good. Slowly let go. Big breath in. Wonderful. Our muscles are definitely warm now. So we're going to start challenging them a little bit more, but connecting and really energizing our whole, what we call our anterior sling. All the muscles down the front that are connected via fascia that work with your pelvic floor, and the ball can really help us do this. So if you have something at home, you can do everything without it as well, so don't worry if you don't. Marvelous. You can also use a soft cushion or a rolled towel. We're going to have the ball in front of us at chest height. Yep, soft cushions work fab. Just so you can squeeze lightly, wonderful. Our elbows are nice and relaxed. We're going to have a breath in. As you breathe out, can you squeeze the ball and lift your pelvic floor? Breathe in, relax your grip on the ball, let your pelvic floor go. And again, on that out breath, we're going to squeeze the ball and lift your pelvic floor. Breathe in, relax relax your hand, let your pelvic floor go. Good. We'll do one more, then we're going to move. So big breath in for me. As you breathe out, can you squeeze the ball, lift your pelvic floor. Breathe in, relax everything off. Good. You might feel you're really connecting to your other core muscles when you do this. So now we're going to take a breath in. This time, as we breathe out, can you squeeze the ball, lift your pelvic floor. Keep your pelvic floor lifted as your arms come up. Good. On that out breath, pelvic floor's lifted. Go as high as you can, then pause. Big breath in to come down. Relax your grip on the ball. Let your pelvic floor go. Good. Really nice. Take a couple more breaths in and out for me. So it might feel quite subtle what we're doing, but we're just really energizing, connecting to all these muscles at the front here. So we're going to go again. Big breath in. As you breathe out, can we squeeze the ball, lift pelvic floor, start to raise our arms up. Good. Keep that pressure on the ball, keep the pelvic floor lifted all the way to the top. And then we breathe in on the way down. Let your pelvic floor go. Good. Relax your grip on the ball. Wonderful. Hopefully we can feel our pelvic floor lifting in this position. Don't worry if it's a bit tough. I promise you it will get easier because we're all doing an awesome job at the moment. We're going to do that 3 more times through, okay? So let's take that breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to squeeze the ball, lift our pelvic floor, tight around that back passage as you raise your arms up. Good. Go as far as is comfortable for you. And on the way down, big breath in, nice and slow. Let your pelvic floor go. Let it relax. Let it fully stretch. Good. With that nice elastic muscle. Wonderful. And again, big breath in here. As you do that, squeeze the ball, lift pelvic floor, lift, 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 keep it lifted all the way up. Good, really nice. And on that way down again, we take a big breath in. We let our pelvic floor go. Imagine like a flower opening out, let it all relax. Good, really nice. Final time, and things are going to get a little bit more challenging. Again, let's take a breath in. On the out breath, we're going to squeeze and lift. Good. Really connect all those muscles down the front of our body. Lovely work with the pelvic floor. And then slowly, as you breathe in, letting those muscles go. Good. All the way down. Really well done, everybody. Now let's take our time. We're going to carefully come onto our hands and knees. We still need our cushions or balls. So we want to have our ball or cushion underneath one hand. And we want hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're in that neutral spine. Good. And again, if you don't have anything at home, don't worry, you can do all this without it. But just push your muscles on a little bit more. So what we're going to do, if the ball is under, say, your left hand, it can be under either hand or swap, you're going to stretch out your opposite leg. It's under your left hand. Can you stretch out your right leg? Good. So my right leg's extended, toes are on the floor. From here, I'm going to take a breath in. As I breathe out, I'm going to squeeze down on the ball, lift my pelvic floor. Breathe in, relax my grip on the ball, let my pelvic floor go. So my leg's not moving yet, but it is extended. So my toes are on the mat, but my leg's nice and straight. We're going to do that again. So let's take a breath in. As you breathe out, can you squeeze down on your ball, lift your pelvic floor, so tight around that back passage. Then breathe in, relax your grip, let your pelvic floor go. Good. Everyone's doing so well, and I'm going to make it a bit trickier. So let's take a breath in. As you breathe out, can you squeeze down the ball, lift your pelvic floor, float that opposite leg up. Wonderful. Breathe in, float that leg down, relax your grip on the ball, and let your pelvic floor go. Lovely. We're not going to rush, we'll take a couple of breaths in and out here. Wonderful. And again for me, big breath in. As you breathe out, squeeze down the ball, lift pelvic floor, float that leg up. Wonderful. Breathe in, relax that leg down, relax grip on the ball, pelvic floor goes. Wonderful. Last one here, then we'll give our wrists a break. Big breath in for me. As you breathe out, squeeze on the ball, lift pelvic floor, float that leg up. Good, breathe in, relax down, relax your grip. And carefully sit your weight back, wonderful. We're going to do an upper back stretch to give our wrists a break. Let's interlace our fingers, turn our palms to face away. Big breath in. As you breathe out, can you reach out in front, reach all the way up. Big breath in on the way down. Wonderful. And again for me, interlace your fingers, turn your palms down. Good, we're just stretching everything out, lovely. On that out breath, up we come, wonderful. And big breath in to come down. Good, give your wrists a little bit of a roll. It's quite tricky balancing on the ball legs, they're working quite hard. We're now going to swap sides, if you're ready, you can also take a rest whenever you need to though, by the way. Let's pop our ball cushion under the opposite hand. And I'm now going to take my opposite leg away. But again, toes staying, you can see my pink toes there, toes staying down on the mat to begin with. Wonderful, so just take a second to make sure you feel comfortable here. Then we're going to take that breath in. As you breathe out, can you squeeze down the ball, lift your pelvic floor. Good, breathe in, relax your grip on the ball, let your pelvic floor go. And again, on that out breath, squeeze down on the ball, lift your pelvic floor. Breathe in, relax your grip on the ball, let your pelvic floor go. Good. Take a couple of breaths in and out. And we'll go again before we add those leg lifts. Let's take a breath in. On that out breath, squeeze down on the ball, tighten around that back passage. Good, then breathe in, relax everything off. So we're now going to add that leg lift in. Let's take a breath in. As you breathe out, squeeze down the ball, lift your pelvic floor, float that leg up if you feel happy doing so, otherwise just stay with it down. Then as you breathe in, relax that leg down, relax your grip on the ball, let pelvic floor go. Good. Have a couple breaths in and out. Just we're not rushing, we're letting our pelvic floor muscles relax fully. Good. Then we go again. So big breath in for me. As you breathe out, can you squeeze down the ball, lift that leg, pelvic floor's lifted. Good. Pause there, then on that breath in, relax that leg down, relax grip on the ball, pelvic floor's gone. Good. Not gone, you just let it go a little bit. Wonderful. Couple of breaths, don't complete here, that would be a disaster. Couple of breaths in and out. Last one here, so big breath in for me. As you breathe out, let's push down the ball, lift that leg, pelvic floor's lifted. Good, breathe in, relax that leg down, relax your grip, relax pelvic floor, lovely. Let's sit back, you can nudge your ball out the way. Let's come into a lovely shell stretch. You can either rest your forehead on your fists, or you can have your arms out in front, just to give everything a little bit of a break. So in this position, really let your pelvic floor muscles relax. Take a couple of those deep breaths in and out, fully expanding your ribs, diaphragms flattening, pelvic floors fully stretching, relaxing. Good, really feel it, let go. Take one more breath in and out for me. And then when you're ready, we're coming back onto our hands and knees just for one more exercise. And this time we want our cushion or ball between our knees. Lovely. So it's between our knees this time, again, to really energize more of our inner thigh muscles that work on the floor. Marvelous. We're still on our hands and knees here. Toes are curled under. Hands are a touch in front of shoulders. So your legs are a little bit more narrow now if you've got something between your knees. You might know which exercise is coming, one of our favourite ones for activating your pelvic floor muscles. So let's take a breath in. As you breathe out, can you squeeze the ball between your knees, lift your pelvic floor and float your knees just an inch off the mat. Good. Breathe in, relax everything down. Let your pelvic floor go. On that out breath, you squeeze ball between knees, lift your pelvic floor, float your knees up. Breathe in, relax everything down. Good. Really good. And again, whenever you're ready, big breath in for me. On that out breath, squeeze the ball, lift pelvic floor, hover your knees up. Breathe in, relax everything down. Good. So it might be you find this a little bit harder with the ball, or it might actually be a bit easier with inner thigh muscles switched on and working too. You can feel your pelvic floor a little bit more. It depends. But we just do this a few more times and make it a little bit more challenging. So you've got some little helpers joining in at home. That's lovely to see. So we'll go again if everyone's ready. Let's take that breath in. On that out breath, squeeze between your knees, lift your pelvic floor, float your knees up. Breathe in, relax everything down. Good, really nice. And again, big breath in. On that out breath, lifting your pelvic floor, squeezing the ball, floating knees up. Wonderful. Breathing in, relax everything down. Good. Take a couple of breaths in and out. We're taking our time, as always. We want our pelvic muscles to be fully relaxed. We're going to do one more and make it a little bit trickier. So let's breathe in. As you breathe out, we're going to squeeze the ball, lift pelvic floor, float our knees up. Breathe in, relax everything down. Good. So if that feels challenging enough, you can absolutely carry on with that level. Or if you want to make it a bit trickier, walk your hands forwards. So they feel almost uncomfortably far in front of you. Good. And we're going to go into our full plank, but with this ball squeeze. So let's breathe in. On that out breath, squeeze the ball between your knees, lift your pelvic floor, keep it lifted as you float your knees up and shift your weight forwards. Good. Breathe in. Come back down into that knee hover. Let your pelvic floor go. So again, we just take a couple of breaths in and out, so we're not rushing. So a lot more challenging. If that's a bit too much, just carry on the first level we were doing. So big breath in here. On that out breath, can you squeeze the ball, lift your pelvic floor, float your knees, drive your hips forwards into that full narrow plank. Good. Then breathe in, send your hips back, knees hover back down, and relax. Really great work, everybody. Let's do 4 more here. So we're doing so well. Rest if you need to. But in your own time, we'll go again. So squeeze that ball for me, tight around that back passage, knees float up, hips come forwards. Good, really nice. And on that in breath, relax everything down. Good, really good. Doing so well. Good. Keep going, everybody doing so well at home. We've got excellent work happening. Fantastic stuff. And we'll do 1 more rep, so our final one. On that out breath, squeeze and lift our pelvic floor, float knees up and forwards. Good. Pause here if you want to. Add a little bit of spice to this last rep. You're welcome to stay and hold this. Can we keep our pelvic floor that little bit lifted as we do though? Good, then breathe in, send your hips back, knees come down, relax, wonderful. And again, let's sink back into that really nice shoulder stretch. You can take the ball out, just to really relax everything off. Good, forehead comes down. Have your knees quite nice and wide for this time. Wonderful, just take a few nice deep breaths in and out for me. Lovely stuff. And when we're ready, we're going to carefully come and have a lie onto our side. And this time we want the ball between our knees, on our side with our knees bent. And we can relax down, resting on our arm. You can use your head cushion if you want to, entirely optional. Just make yourself comfortable on your side. Hips facing the opposite wall or slightly turned down, so we're nicely in line. Draw that top hip down towards your feet. So from here, we're going to start with our ball squeeze, then we're going to add a bit of a twist. So let's take a breath in. As you breathe out, can you squeeze down on the ball as you lift your pelvic floor? Breathe in, relax, let everything go. And again, on the out breath, squeeze the ball between your knees, lift your pelvic floor. Breathe in, relax, let everything go. Good. And again, as you breathe out, squeeze the ball, lift pelvic floor. Breathe in, relax everything off. Good. Now I'm going to do a couple of those quick 1 second lifts up, full power. Let's take a breath in. This time on the out breath, it's a 1 second lift up. You're blowing out a candle, good. Then big, slow breath in. Everything relaxes, lovely. And again, this time on the out breath, that quick 1 second lift up. As you squeeze the ball, good. Then relax everything off. Really nice. Now let's have one hand resting down in front of us. Just going to add a bit of a knee twist, so you just want a little bit of balance here. So this time we're going to have a breath in. As you breathe out, can you squeeze the ball, lift your pelvic floor, then twist your knees up towards the ceiling. Keep pelvic floor lifted. Good. Then we're going to pause, breathe in, relax everything down. Wonderful. Have a couple breaths in and out for me. And we'll go again. So start with that big breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, can we squeeze the ball between our knees, lift our pelvic floor, start to twist your knees so they face towards the ceiling. Good. Keeping resting on that bottom hip. Wonderful. Then breathe in on the way down. Relax everything off. Really nice. So we're working that connection between our thoracic muscles and our pelvic floor, because we need those to work really well together. Also do our breathing mechanics as we've gone through. We're going to do 3 more reps of this. So big breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to tighten around that back passage, squeeze the ball, start to twist our knees away. Good. And on the breath in, we relax everything back down. Let your pelvic floor go. Good. Really nice. Couple more breaths again, just so we're fully relaxed. Then we'll go again. Breathing out. Squeeze ball, lift pelvic floor, start twist knees away. Good, really nice. That's it, everybody. Then breathe in, relax those legs back down, let your pelvic floor go. Good, really nice. Final one here. Big breath in for me. As you breathe out, we're going to squeeze ball, lift pelvic floor, twist our hips away. Good, working on glute muscle on the side there. Lovely, breathe in, relax everything down. Good, wonderful. Carefully take your time and roll onto your backs for me. We're going to keep the ball between our knees. Excellent work. So have your heels nice and close to your bottom. Necks nice and long. Spines in neutral, a little bit of an arch under our lower back, just enough for a marble to sit there. Lovely, we're going to go into our bridge and we're going to add some squeezes. So let's all take a breath in. As you breathe out, can you lift your pelvic floor, tuck your tailbone, slowly start to peel your back up off the mat. Pause at the top, we're going to hold our bridge, and then can you take a breath in? As you breathe out, squeeze the ball for me. Breathe in, relax that squeeze. Breathe out and squeeze. Good. Breathe in and out. Squeeze the ball. Good. So we're doing some gentle squeezes. Lovely. On that out breath, squeeze the ball to your knees. Breathe in, relax it off. That's it. Really good work. Keep going. Keep holding the bridge. We're forcing our muscles to work for us for a long amount of time. Good. Really nice work. Do rest down if you need to, but if you can you keep going? And our pelvic floor is just working the background, it's just very lightly lifted. We're not focusing on it very much, it's just working away there for us subconsciously. Good. Can we do 2 more squeezes? Final 2. Final 1. And then slowly roll your back down towards the mat. Really well done. Hug your knees into your chest, just to stretch out your lower back. Really nice work. Have a second there, a couple of nice deep breaths in and out. Really nice work. Good, really, really good. And relax those feet down. Last one in this position, and we're going to go into our abdo prep, but again, using that ball to really connect all these muscles down the front with our pelvic floor. So hands go behind our head, elbows out to the sides. Perfect. This time, we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, can you squeeze the ball, lift your pelvic floor, float the ribs up. Breathe in, relax that grip on the ball, float your ribs back down. Good. And again, on the out breath, we squeeze the ball, lift pelvic floor, float the ribs up. Breathe in, relax everything down. Wonderful. And again, on that out breath, squeeze the ball for me, lift your pelvic floor, and tighten around that back passage. That's it. Float your ribs up. Breathe in, relax everything down. Good. Pause there, have a couple of breaths in and out. So all the movement comes from our rib cage here. Your head and neck should be nice and heavy in your hands. They just follow the movement. Good. So keeping our ribs tucked in and down, and our rib cage floats up. Wonderful. So we're going to go again. Big breath in for me. As you breathe out, can you squeeze the ball, lift pelvic floor, float your ribs up. Breathe in, relax everything down. Good. So you can't go very far. We're not doing like a full crunch. We're connecting to our pelvic floor and deep core muscles. So really safe exercise to do for everybody. Same again. Big breath in for me. As you breathe out, squeeze the ball, lift pelvic floor, floating up. Good. Breathe in, relax down. On this last one, we're going to hold the abdo prep if you feel able to. Otherwise, just keep going with the lifts up and down like we're just doing. I'm going to add some more squeezes. So let's breathe in. As you breathe out, can you squeeze the ball, lift pelvic floor, float your ribs up. Stay there and squeeze the ball on and off for me. Good. So on that out breath, can you squeeze the ball between the knees? Breathe in, let it go. Breathe in, relax. Breathe out and squeeze. Good. So we're holding the abdo prep as we squeeze our ball or cushion between our knees. Good. Really nice. Our tummies are nice and flat. So we know we're using that deep tummy muscle, not our six-pack muscles at the top, because then our muscles will be bulging. Good. Keep working for everyone here. Keep going. Can we all do 3 more squeezes? That's 3. That's 2. Final 1, and relax down. Really well done. You can take the ball out for a second, and let's hug one knee into our chest, let the other leg go, and just really let our tummy muscles soften as you carefully take that knee towards your opposite shoulder. Good. Just take some nice steady breaths in and out for me. Let the tummy muscles really soften. Excellent work, everybody. Doing so well. Let's swap legs, just stretching out our glutes up to those bridges, and we're letting our pelvic floor and tummy muscles really relax. Good. Again, opposite knee a little bit towards opposite shoulder. Nice steady breaths in and out. Really nice. And then when you're ready, can you carefully come and roll onto your opposite side, the side we haven't worked with those hip twists. I'm just going to turn around so you'll see me at the front here. So lovely, coming to our other side, you can use your head cushion if you want to. Balls going back between our knees. Perfect, we're on our side, we're drawing that top hip down towards our feet. Excellent stuff. We're going to start with a few of our squeezes, then we add that twist. So we take that breath in. As you breathe out, can you squeeze down on the ball and lift your pelvic floor. Good, breathe in, let it go. And again, on that out breath, squeeze down the ball, lift pelvic floor. Breathe in, let it go. Good, so really subtle, just really energizing this anterior sling of muscles. And again, for a big breath in. As you breathe out, squeeze down the ball, lift pelvic floor. Good, breathe in, let it go. One more here, as you breathe out, you squeeze the ball tight around your back passage. Good, breathe in, let it all go. Wonderful, now you might want that front hand resting down in front of you. Marvelous. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, squeeze the ball, lift pelvic floor, start to twist your hips up towards the ceiling. Good, keep pelvic floor lifted. Then we breathe in, relax everything down. Good, really nice. And again, before we prepare with that breath in, as you breathe out, squeeze the ball, lift pelvic floor, start to twist your hips away and up to the ceiling. Good, then we breathe in, on the way down, we relax everything off. Really nice. We're going to do 4 more here. On that out breath, squeeze ball, lift pelvic floor, twist hips away. Good, breathe in, relaxing everything down. Really nice. Such good work going on here. 2 more. Breathing out, lifting pelvic floor, squeeze the ball, twist hips away. Good, breathe in, relaxing everything down. Marvelous, final one. Whenever you're ready, on the out breath, squeeze the ball, connect it in the thigh muscles, lift pelvic floor, twisting hips away. Wonderful, and on that in breath, relaxing everything down. Good, really, really nice. Pause there, have a breath for a minute. And then we're going to come up into standing for our last 2 exercises before our cool down. So take your time, push yourself up onto your hands. And we're going to come onto our feet. Just take your time getting there. Wonderful. We don't need our ball for the moment. So don't worry if these next few exercises are a little bit challenging, because our muscles might be a bit tired now, but we're just going to really get them to work hard for our final bit. We want to overload the muscles to force them to change and progress and get them stronger. So let's have our feet nice and wide, about the width of a mat. Wonderful. Nice and upright. We're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, can we come down all the way? We're going to sit down in a chair. Good. At the bottom here, can we lift pelvic floor to come up? Wonderful. So we're going to do the whole thing on an out breath. So we breathe in to prepare. As we breathe out, we're going to squat down. At the bottom, can you lift pelvic floor? And then come up. Squeeze glutes to the top. Good. I'll show you from the side. So we breathe in to prepare. As we breathe out, we're going to squat down. Lift pelvic floor to come up. Still breathing out. Good. Big out breath here. We'll go again. Breathe in. As you breathe out, down we squat. Lift pelvic floor at the bottom. And we come up. Squeeze glutes. Really nice. Don't worry if it's hard to feel. The muscles are working for you regardless. We're just really reinforcing that. We'll do 2 more here. So breathe in on the way down. No, we're breathing in to prepare, sorry. Do it differently here. Let's breathe in. As you breathe out, down we come. Lift pelvic floor as we power up. Good. We want our muscles to work against that force. Really nice. Last one here. As you breathe out, down we come. Lift pelvic floor, floating back up. Good. Now let's really add some energy in. This time, we're going to squat down and we're going to add a little bit of elbow to knee action here. So I'll demonstrate and we'll do it all together. So this time we're going to breathe in on the way down. As you breathe out, we're going to come up opposite each opposite elbow. Breathe in to come down. Breathe out to power up. We're not worrying about pelvic floor. We're letting the muscles work there in the background like they do all day. We're just focusing on the movement and we're forcing them to respond. So if we're ready, let's breathe in to go down. Breathe out, opposite knee to opposite elbow. Breathe in, sink back down into that squat. Breathe out, other side, opposite knee, opposite elbow. Wonderful. We can go a little bit quicker now. We've got the breathing. Breathing out to power up. In to come down. Out to power up. In to come down. Good. So we want our muscles to work for us with all these different dynamic movements. But we're just letting that happen in the background. Good. Breathe out to power up. And in to come down. Really good work, everybody. Keep going for me. Really breathe out on the way up. Excellent stuff. Let's do one more each way. Really nice. Final one. And rest there. Well done. Good energy. Really good to see you on a Wednesday evening. Let's give these legs another little shake. We're nearly there and then we'll move on to our cool down. We need our balls again. Everyone's still got our ball cushion to hand. And we'll look at our lunges now, because again, squats and lunges, as we know, fantastic for activating the pelvic floor muscles. So we're going to do a split squat here. So let's have one foot out in front. Let your back heel come up. Just going to balance this position first. Balls in front of us. We're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, can we squeeze the ball between our hands as we come down into that lunge? Breathe in, relax up. Good. I'm going to step my back foot a little bit further back. So we have nice 90-degree angles as we come down to that lunge like this. Good. Really nice. Staying on this same side then. So let's have a breath in. As you breathe out, can we squeeze the ball coming down? Breathe in to relax up. Good, almost like popping up, really nice. And again, on that out breath, squeeze the ball for me. Down we come. Breathe in to relax up. Good. Don't watch me wobble there. So now we're going to move our arms a little bit, make it more challenging. So this time, as we come down, we're going to lengthen arms away. Good, really nice. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, can we squeeze the ball, arms come forward, down we come to that lunge, breathe in, relax up, hands come back. Good. And again, breathing out, squeeze the ball for me, take your arms forwards, down we sink. Good, breathe in, relax up. Wonderful. Two more on this side, we're doing so well, might be a little burning going on, but it's good, we're working hard. On that out breath then, squeeze the ball for me, arms come forward, sinking down. Breathe in, relax up. Final one, breathing out, squeeze the ball, lengthen your arms away, sinking down, good. Breathe in, relax up. Wonderful, step that leg back, give them a really good shake. And now I'm going to swap over, I'm just going to turn around so you can all see. All doing so well, swapping sides now. So other arm, other leg out in front, back heel up, lovely. So we're going to keep our arms still just to begin, just to get used to it. So big breath in. As you breathe out, down we come. Breathe in to come up. Good. And again, breathing out to go down. And in to come up. Excellent. And again for me, breathing out to go down. And in to come up. Wonderful. One more. Breathing out, squeeze ball, down we come. And in to come up. Good. Staying on this leg, we're now going to move our arms away. So let's take a breath in. As you breathe out, can we squeeze the ball, lengthen arms away as we sink down. Breathe in, relax up. Excellent work. Again, pelvic floor's working in the background. I'm not worrying about it at the moment. Lovely. On that out breath, squeeze the ball for me, lengthen away. That's it. Keep going. Breathe in, relax up. Good. Such good work. Everybody keep going. Can we all do two more? Wonderful. Final one. Final effort. Breathe in. Well done. Step back, give the legs a good shake. So well worked, everybody. It's a little bit extra spice at the end there. So we can now carefully roll down onto the mat just to do some nice stretching to cool down, really relax our muscles off. So take your time, just going to take a roll down, just come back down onto the mat. On that out breath, nice and slowly, we're peeling our back off away from that wall. Keeping our weight forwards, good. Lovely, again, we've got as far as you can. You can bend your knees generously, walk your hands forwards. Carefully come down to your back for me. And we're going to start with our knees bent. And we're just going to let our knees widen and relax apart. So what we call butterfly legs. I'll show you from this angle. So we start with our knees together. And just really relax your knees down. So we're going to nicely stretch out our inner thigh muscles and our pelvic floor. Good. So we're going to take a few of those nice big breaths in and out. So big breath into your ribs for me. Pause for 3, 2, 1, and out. Breathe normally. And again, on our next in-breath, let's see if we can really notice our pelvic floor muscles relax and let go. So big breath in for me. Pause for 3, 2, 1, and out. Good. Normal breath in and out. And we'll do one more. So, and again, big breath into your ribs. Let your pelvic floor go. Hold for 2, 1, and out. Really nice. So again, another really lovely position to help relax our pelvic floor and inner thigh muscles. Let's move on though to one of the favorites, our happy baby. Or if you're more comfortable here, you can absolutely stay here for longer. Don't let me rush you at all. But if you want to, come into our happy baby. So we're going to bend knees up. You can keep your knees, have them nice and wide. Or you can take hold of feet, you can extend your legs, keep your knees bent. Honestly, just do whatever feels best for you. And we gently rock side to side. Can we really focus on letting that pelvic floor go? So let's take a breath in. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and out. Good. Let those muscles go. Let go of any tension. Really letting them relax, letting them fully stretch. Good. So they can work really efficiently for us and contract again when we need them to. Wonderful. Let your tummy muscles soften. Good. Really nice work. Excellent stuff. And you can carefully bring your feet down. Last stretch to get a bit more of our glutes. We're doing quite a lot of glute work today. Let's pop opposite ankle to opposite knee. And then we're going to hug our thigh up towards our chest. And again, you can add a gentle rock side to side here if that feels nice for you. Or forwards and backwards. We're just really trying to get our glute muscle at the side there, which is also going to help our pelvic floor muscles relax. Good. So while we're stretching, I will say homework. Can you all choose just one exercise that you maybe found a little bit more challenging today and try and work on exercise for me between now and next week? And we're just going to keep building, keep layering up all this fantastic work we've done so far for our final 2 weeks. But next week is a little bit more of a relaxation, mobility, let all the muscles go, let the tension go kind of session, because we've done quite a lot of strength work recently. And by the way, you can carefully pop one foot down and swap legs. Good. Really nice work. We're going to hug that thigh up. Lovely. So generally these kind of stretches, holding at anything from 20 to 120 seconds is really, really good. And little often throughout the day, if we do think pelvic floor tension might be where our issues lie more so than strength. Really nice, nice steady breathing. And you are all very welcome to stay here as long as you wish. But I will thank you all so much for joining me this week. If anybody has any questions, I'm very happy to answer any. Or you're free to go, whatever's best for everybody. But thank you so much for joining me again.